Hey there, sister, and welcome to today's video. And I have cheated a little bit and combined two topics into one video because they are really closely related and they are both super important. And they are asking for help and receiving help. Let's talk about asking for help first, and then we're going to hit receiving help. Now, here is what I see all the time is that we are a culture and a society that really deeply believes that asking for help is a sign of weakness. It's a sign that we're lazy. It's a sign that we don't have our shit together, and we can't let anybody know that. We've got to look at all times like we know what we're doing, like we're competent, like we have it all figured out. There's this real sense of, I got to go through life on my own. I got to have the answers myself, and if I can't find them myself, then there's really something wrong with me. There's a sense of, let me just pull myself up by my bootstraps and push through and work harder and do more. And that is creating this culture where we are more and more isolated. We feel more and more alone, and we are really disconnected from each other and ourselves. Now, not asking for help also makes you feel victimized. It makes you feel incredibly emotionally and spiritually depleted and drained and exhausted and resentful because you're running around doing everything yourself. Now, let me let you guys in on a little secret. We are hardwired, our brains are hardwired to be in relationship with each other. We are hardwired to connect. We are not meant to go through this life alone. We do not heal in a vacuum. We don't work well. We don't function and thrive when we are isolated. We are meant to be in community, and we are meant to be connected. And not asking for help is a huge way that we cut ourselves off from the support that we all desperately need. So you can already see where this is going for your inspired action today, and that is going to be asking somebody for help. It doesn't have to be anything monumental. It may be that you ask your husband to stop by the store on the way home to get some milk because your day is already crammed full, and yet you could do it, but it would stress you out. So you ask him to help you. It may be that you're struggling with something. Maybe your marriage is falling apart. Maybe you're worried about something. Maybe you have a concern about your child and you've just been keeping it to yourself and trying to figure it out yourself. So maybe your asking for help is going to be to reach out to a friend and say, hey, I'm really having a hard time, or calling a professional and making an appointment and getting some help for yourself. I really don't care what you ask. It can be big, it can be small, but I want you to ask. Stop isolating, stop hiding, stop cutting yourself off from the connections that you are meant to have. Okay, so that is piece one about asking for help. And now the flip side of this is, can you receive the help when you ask for it? I have a personal story to share with you. I remember when my son was, maybe 6 months, a year old, and I asked my husband to please dress him for the day. And I came in the room, 15 minutes later, and this child was wearing, stripes, plaids, colors that didn't match, things that didn't go together. And I remember saying to my husband, what have you dressed him in? Why have you dressed him like this? This doesn't even go together. And he looked at me and he said, and he was pissed. He said, you asked for my help, so take it. And then I was pissed because he called me on my shit, and I never liked that. But he was right. And we do this all the time. We ask people for help and then we don't receive it. We redo it. We discount it, we minimize it, we criticize the help. So part B of your inspired action today is that when you ask somebody for help, receive the help and say thank you. Don't do it differently. Don't tell them they should have done it differently. Receive the help, however that looks, even if it's not how you would have done it, even if it's not how you think it should be done. Receive it and say thank you. That is it. And watch how hard that is, because we want to get in there and we want to mush around and we want to say, no, I just should have done it myself. That's the lie that we tell ourselves. It'll take less time if I just do it myself, because then I'm going to do it the right way. Well, you know what? Maybe your way is not the only way. Maybe it is a way, but maybe it's not the best way or the right way. So step number 1, ask for help, and then step number 2, receive that help and say thank you. Another way that you can start receiving is when people offer to do things for you, let them. Because again, we don't do that. We're like, nope, I'm independent, I'm strong, I got this, I don't need your help, back off. So most grocery stores have somebody who will offer to carry your groceries out for you. Let them. If someone offers to hold the door for you, let them. Say thank you. If someone offers to buy you lunch, let them and say thank you. That is another way to receive. So however you want to frame the receiving for yourself is just fine with me, but ask for help from somebody about something today. It doesn't matter, big or small, and then receive the help that you have asked for, or receive the help that someone is offering to you in the course of your day. Okay? And I'll talk to you tomorrow.